Hello, welcome back. If you're joining us and you're watching this as it's just come out, you're on a bank holiday weekend. Hope you're having a great weekend, and today is more cause for celebration. The episode is more cause for celebration. If you're here for the first time, because you've got time on your hands this weekend and you're having a look around, then it may be well to go back to the start of this particular series, and the playlist will be below. But before you do, and if you are coming back, please leave me that big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe and notification buttons. That will keep you up to date with everything that's going on this particular series. Today we have two games for you in the Champions League and in the Premier League. Welcome to making Tottenham hot Spurs again. Hello and welcome to episode 25 of Making Tottenham Hotspurs Again. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have, as mentioned, two games. First of all, in the Champions League Group C, the final group game, and we have already qualified for the knockout stages, but we would like to qualify in first place. I don't know whether it gives us any benefits or not, but we'd still like to qualify in first place. And that is a game against Sturm Graz at the Tottenham Stadium. And then we are away at Stamford Bridge versus Chelsea in the Premier League, as you will see. Nothing's happened since you were last with us, because we're following on because of these tightly nested Champions League games, as mentioned before. It's because the World Cup is coming up, and in fact Chelsea is our last Premier League game before that window. That's month and a half of nothing being played, all the players away on international duty, etc, etc. So Sturm Graz up first, followed by Chelsea in the Premier League. But it's last episode, we'd like to follow on from the last episode, because a 6-0 win against Qatar and a 7-2 win against Burnley has put us in a good position. And what it's done for us is this. If we can get the right screen up. Still doing what I didn't want it to do. Hang on a minute. That's what we wanted to do. So as you'll see, top of the table on goal difference. It was a bit strange before we were top, but goal difference wasn't seeming to do anything with it. But Roma are in second place. They're playing Shakhtar today. And are these games actually played at the same time? I think they are this time round. Yes, because it's the last games, and though it doesn't really make a great deal of difference. But we just need to get a result here against Sturm Graz, and hopefully we'll be in a good position to qualify. As I said, I'm not sure whether there's any benefits from finishing first, but we like to finish first anyway. And then we've got that game against Chelsea. Chelsea currently 5th in the Premier League. We'll have a quick look at the Premier League table just to remind ourselves of where we are. We are down in 8th place on 23 points. Chelsea are 12th on 25 points. So we could step over them if we can beat them. That's a big if. And as you'll see, Man United, MUFC are top of the pops, having played 12 games, 30 points. Then come Manchester City on 28. West Ham on 28, but they played one game more than everybody else. Liverpool, Chelsea, Leicester having played 2 games more than anybody else. Then Arsenal are in 7th place, the European places as it currently stands. So we need to put a little bit of a run together, I think, is what we've come to the conclusion of. It was a good start in the last episode. Need to continue in this episode. Against Chelsea, maybe not so easy. Let's see how we get on with our first game then in the Champions League Group C against Sturm Graz. And here is the team for this one in the Champions League against Sturm Graz. Martinez is in goal. Castells is just having a rest, basically. He's not been playing particularly fantastic of late, but I thought as there's not a lot, albeit we do want to qualify as league leaders, it's not the end of the world, and we've decided to have a little bit of a a few players coming in just to mix things up a little bit, give a few players a rest, and at the same point, just give them a run out, really. And we've obviously got the Chelsea game coming up fairly soon afterwards. Martinez in goal, then Reguilón, Romero, Upamecano, and Mahel on the right-hand side. Winks and Holzberg in front of them. Bryan Gil, Ali, and Lucas Moura in our attacking midfield. Bergwijn up front, playing in Harry Kane's deep-lying forward position. Castells, Sanchez, Sewell, Skip, Clark, Son, and Kane are all on the bench for this one. And a review of how things are going currently. Won 4 of our last 5, lost 1 and drawn 1. Sturm Graz have only won that one match. I think that was against Qatar in the Champions League. A reminder of the table as it currently stands. And we'll be underway very, very shortly now. And we are underway. Qatar have gone a goal up literally a minute into time against Roma, which is interesting complexion on that. I don't think it will stay like that. It's too early in the match for sure. No highlights as we approach half an hour, which is a bit of a worry. Oh, we are going to get a highlight now from a corner. Winks with the corner. It's headed in. It's headed over the top. Corners that are usually so effective. We've got a highlight now. Sturm Graz. Brin. Reguilón will come out from the back. Romero. Winks. Out to Reguilón. Reguilón to Brian. Romero. Romero holding the ball up. Not sure what he's doing. Upamecano. Is he going to come out to Mahel? No, he's going to go to Winks. Looking for a way through. Brin. Reguilón. Dele Alli. Back to Brin. Winks. We're going to make a mistake here in a minute. Romero. Upamecano. Comes forward. Mahel. We've got into their half of the pitch. Swings it in for Bergwijn. Bergwijn goes round the goalkeeper. It's his 5th of the season. Mahel with the assist. It's 1-0 after 33 minutes. Very, very slow build-up. Nothing really doing. And then all of a sudden, Bergwijn starts a run. And Mahel delivers the ball. And it's change of pace that did it there from nothing to something. And probably no more than we deserve from this first half. Winks to Dele Alli. Reguilón swinging around his man. He's doing fancy stuff out there. Creates a bit of space for himself. And a long shot. Holzberg from distance. Takes one on the volley. But it's just over the bar. They have a free kick now. Swing this one in. It's cleared upfield. Lucas Moura gets there. Bergwijn swings it outright for Bryan Gil. Winks. Lucas Moura on the volley. May have been offside. It's going to VAR. Goal check. And it's been given, I think. It is 2-0. Lucas Moura was onside when that ball it's given. Here we will see it. Yeah, he's onside when the ball's played from Winks. And VAR overrules the offside. And it is 2-0 at half-time. 13 shots, 8 of which are on target, 1.03, 66% possession. Sturm Graz have not had a shot and only 34% of the possession. That is an exceedingly good first half. Let's see if we can improve in the second. And Bergwijn gets us underway in this second half. no changes I'm aware of at half time. One thing we didn't do was check on the Roma scoreline at half time. I will have a check and do a quick update in due course. Dele Alli to Winks. And Winks has been fouled by Domazet. And he can't get away with that. He just pushed him straight to the ground. Winks. Romero. Upamecano. Winks. Steady build up again. Ryan Gilbert. We know they suddenly changed the pace. Reguilón. Winks. Reguilón. Winks. Holzberg. And that highlight going to nothing, but it's back on again. Bringil. Dele Alli. Mahal. Holzberg. Dele Alli. Mahal. Is he going to go wide and try and cut back this in? Lucas Moura. Mahal. He's been fouled. Now, question is that in or out? I'm thinking that's outside. Oh no, it was inside and a penalty has been awarded. Holzberg will get the opportunity to put this away. Make it 3-0. He does. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. And with 49 minutes gone, Holzberg scoring his first of the season. That's a bit weird. Usually scored plenty by now. But he sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. In fact, it was very gentle. Side swipe into the net. And they kick off. Still not giving us the opportunity to check the scoreline, the Roma scoreline. Bringil, Winks. Bergwijn trying to get that through to Dele Alli, but missed him. Romero will tidy up now. Reguilón. Romero. Upamecano. Lucas Moura. Mahal. Holzberg. Lucas Moura. Mahal. Holzberg. Dele Alli. Winks. Bergwijn. Bergwijn through to Reguilón, who fires it over the top. In fact, the goalkeeper saved that, I think. That's gone out for a corner. Holzberg. Swings it in, but it's cleared this time. Romero will get there, but the highlight disappears. Oh, back to another highlight. Mahal is coming thick and fast. Not a chance to stop and have a look at the scoreline. Not that that's too much of a bother. Oh, Kazbashi and Martinez has a save to make, but it's pretty poor shot, to be fair, in the end. Romero, Upamecano, and the highlight has gone. We've now put it on hold, thankfully. Roma still 1-0 down. That goal after a minute from Solomon and Shakatua. Maybe Roma want us to finish second, I don't know. But that's where it stands currently. Sturm Graz with that one shot currently. Right, we're going to drop a bit of praise because we can. As we head down to change your clock. And tactics-wise, we're all good and dandy, really. The nobody tired. I don't think we'll make any changes for the sake of making changes at the moment. Leave it for a little bit longer. Long ball launched forward. And Sturm Graz were coming forward with that, but it's been pumped back up the other end. Back to the goalkeeper. You may hear my doorbell go in a minute because we have a parcel arrived. Mihail, Hodgeberg, Upper Meccano, Hodgeberg, Mihail, Upper Meccano, Mihail. Steady build up again. Hodgeberg, Upper Meccano. I thought he was going to get caught out there by Schilling. Mihail through to Lucas Moura, and he's been dumped. Dante has already got a yellow card and is going to get sent off here. Yep. He's second, yes, yellow. He's off. And they are down to 10. 81 minutes gone. I think we can make a couple of changes here now. Lucas Moura looks like he's tarring on that right side. We're going to give Jack Clark a run out. Hodgeberg is tied in midfield. And bring Gill. We'll bring Son on for Gill. And I'm tempted to. We don't have another attacking midfielder unless we drop Bergwijn in there. I think we'll stick at that for the minute. And I don't know what was going on there, but it went wide, whatever it was. Son to Dele Alli. Mihail, he's gone wide. Crosses it in. It's sort of cleared. Only as far as Reguilón. Reguilón will get to the... He's put it into the area. Son, back to Reguilón. And Dele Alli scores his third goal of the season. 4-0 against Sturm Graz. Pretty much on 90th minute. We'll see how much injury time we've got in a minute. Son, back to Reguilón. And Dele Alli just very casually stuck his leg out and put that one away. 2 minutes of injury time. It's all over. 4-0 win in the end. 22 shots, 12 on target, 2.73 on the XG, 71% possession. Sturm Graz did do better in the second half. 4 shots, 2 on target, 0.27 and 33% possession. That's how it's done. Let's go through and have a look at the final Group C table. And here is the final Group C table. Shakhtar did actually beat Roma, would you believe? They beat them by 2-0. Solomon after 1 minute. Antonio rounding it off after 76. A good win for Shakhtar. I don't know whether that benefits them. I think they go into the Europa League by finishing third. Don't quote me on that. But we do finish top on 6 played, 5 wins, 1 loss, that one against Roma. Only conceding 2 goals. The 2 goals against Roma are 15 points. Roma played 6, won 4, lost 2, 13 for 6 against, a goal difference of 7. So that's how it finishes. And we'll give you the draw for the first knockout stage as soon as we can, probably at the start of our next episode. So we'll see how that all pans out. Right, without any more to do, what we're going to do right now is we're going to go forward and have our second game of the episode. It's against Chelsea. And here is the team for this second game of the episode against Chelsea. The final game before the World Cup starts. There are some friendlies coming in, so we'll be playing some friendly games in between, playing around with the formation and what have you. But it's Castiles is back in goal. Mihail on the left-hand side. Upper Meccano, Saul and Emerson Royal is our defence. Holzberg and Dembele back together in midfield. Son, Lo Celso and Lucas Moura are attacking midfield. Kane resumes in attack. Martinez, Romero, Sanchez, Reguilon, Winks, Ali, Brian Gill, Dyer and Bergwijn are all on the bench. Good news is that Andre Silva is coming back from injury. He could have been available for the bench today, but he'll be back in full training in 3 days. Decided that we didn't really need him today. We'll leave him on the bench. We'll leave him out of the squad just for today's game, and hopefully he'll be back firing on all cylinders when we come back after the World Cup. Teams lined up on the pitch at Stamford Bridge for this local derby. One that is going to be very, very close, I'm sure. Leeds gone 1-up against Liverpool, Thiago Silva booked after 9 minutes. Just realised we are balanced. Emerson Royal to Lucas Moura. Back to Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura crosses it in, but it's headed clear. Mahale is there and gives the ball away. Lukaku, who's scoring for Will. Pulisic crosses the ball to James. Hervetz. James still with the ball. Danger looms. Crossed in and is headed over the top by Lukaku. Right. Only because I know we're away from home, but just going to stick that on positive for now. Crossed in. Upamecano clears it though to Mahale. Son, long one over the top to Kane. Kane's in. Oh, flashed that one. Not quite sure what happened there. That's not Kane-like at all. Very disappointing. Leeds 2 are up against Liverpool, but Liverpool have got one back through Salah. Half-time arrives. It's 0-0. Not a lot doing. Chelsea 5 shots, none on target, 0.64. We've had 2 shots, only 1 on target, 0.15. 47% possession for us, 53 for Chelsea. So Chelsea, at the moment, are on top. And Corona is on for Pulisic as Lukaku gets us underway for this second half. And Upamecano has just got himself booked for a tackle on Lukaku in the centre circle. Needs to be careful now. Ball swung out right, wide to James, and that's gone over the top. Came back off. In fact, it's gone out for a corner. It didn't look like it was a corner. Ball in deep. Missed everybody. Lukaku tidies up. Jorginho and Castells equal to that. Pushes it over the top. Chelsea, in these early stages of the second half, are really grinding us at the minute. That's a goal for Chelsea. The referee is questioning it. It's going to be checked. And a goal is awarded. Chelsea go 1-up after 47 minutes. Lukaku. We can't be letting them get away with that. No, definitely onside. And that's not good. Right. We need some shouts. One of encouragement. Kane not having a good game up front. I think he's been marked out of it. Emerson Royal, the only one that's playing half decently. As we go to 61 minutes, I think we're going to go attacking because we've got nothing to lose here now, guys. Is there anybody that really needs to come off? Trouble is, if we bring somebody off, we need to bring somebody on that's going to give us more impetus, but I don't think that's the case at the minute. Nobody that really, really can change the game, disappointingly. Let's just do that one little tweak. Really not got into this game. We've not stepped up to the mark for it. Great to get an equaliser though. We're down to 9th as it is. 80 minutes gone. We've got a highlight. And Chelsea on the ball. Long ball launched. Martial underneath it, but it's Upamecano gets there. But Chelsea still have the highlight. Herbatz. He's going to swing that in. He's scored. Castile's making a mistake again. And Kai Havertz makes it 2-0 for Chelsea. Oh dear. We've really, on the road, we've not really got ourselves together, have we? And we're going to lose out here for sure. Berate the team. I think we'll have a look at making a couple of changes. Son can come off. Brian Gill can come on for him. Lo Celso, Dele Alli, Hodgberg. And even Harry Kane. I'm tempted to bring Bergwijn on for Harry Kane. I don't think that's going to spice it up enough to do any damage. But we do have a corner. Emerson Royal. Saul trying to get underneath that. Upamecano out to Emerson Royal. Saul. Emerson Royal. Can we get one back here? Crosses in. Yes, we can. Bringhill gets his first goal of the season. And Super Sub does it. We could pull something. A draw here would be absolutely stupendous. Emerson Royal doing the work, and Brian Gill putting that one away. Beating Mendy. Mahale to Dele Alli, but Dele Alli losing out. Swings it out wide. Upamecano trying to block it off. And Dembele wins that ball in midfield. Lucas Moura, Emerson Royal. Had a good game out on that left-hand side. Dembele into the area. Crosses in! Bergwijn! Double substitution. And both of them have scored. Bergwijn puts us back level. 2 goals in the space of a couple of minutes. Could we win this? This is a bit of a turnaround. Chelsea will have been thinking they've got this well and truly in the bog. So did I, to be fair. But maybe I should have not had the doubts. And my changes are somewhat inspired. Bringhill. Oh, Mendy had to make the save. It's gone for a corner. And we want a Saul special. Or an Upamecano. Whoever. I don't care. Come on, boys. Saul. Yes! Bringhill. He's second of the season. Hadn't scored after today. He has scored now. Excuse me, 4 minutes of extra time to be played. We have gone 3-2 up and scored 3 in very, very quick succession. I think it was Saul that headed it on. Brian Gill put it away. We're going down to a balanced. Do I do my usual tactic? Or at this stage, Dembele can go back as the defensive midfielder. In defence, we'll drop Dele Alli back there as the Mazzala on support. Let's do it. Let's do it. Confirm changes. Is this going to be a win? It is. People, that is absolutely fantastic. Oh, man. What a win. Boys, oh, boys, oh, boys. 12 shots for Chelsea, 4 of which were on target. I don't know how that compares to half-time. 1.25 on the XG, 52% possession. Tottenham, 11 shots, 7 of which are on target. 3 of them coming in that very closing stages. 2.10 on the XG, 48%. That was fantastic. Worth the money for this episode. Lukaku after 47. Kai Havertz had rounded it up for Chelsea 2-0 after 81 minutes. And then it happened. Brian Gill gets us one back after 87. Bergwijn a minute later gets us level on 2-2. Tails were up. And after 90 minutes and 1, so 91 minutes, Bryn Gill wins us the match. Oh, man. Let's have a look at the table. I'm excited now. And before we look at the table, this is what they're saying. Brian Gill played a part of Super Sub as for Tottenham as Spurs came from behind to defeat Chelsea on a wet afternoon at Stamford Bridge in a match where VAR was also used. A brace by Brian Gill helped Tottenham to victory. Outstanding striker Lukaku gave Chelsea the leader. A good header from just inside the 6-yard box, 47th minute. VAR system advised a change to the referee decision initially disallowed the goal. Kai Havertz playing as a right winger doubled Chelsea's lead with a deftly executed finish, which found the target via the post on 81 minutes. Inverted winger Brian Gill pulled one back after 87 with a close range volley, which hit the inside of the post before crossing the line. Equaliser came from Steven Bergwijn as he seized on Sebastian Barnau's mistake to score a close range finish in the bottom corner. And better late than never for Tottenham. There was scenes of wild celebration. It was wild celebration when Bergwijn struck to level the score. Brian Gill clinched the winner on 91 minutes with a close range header. Well, I think on this occasion, divine. That was absolutely divine substitutions. It really, really was, as you'll see. The table going into the World Cup break then, we have moved up to 6th after that. I think Arsenal have played as well. So I'm not quite sure whether there's nobody that hasn't played. Chelsea have dropped out of the European things, which won't be too happy about. So as it stands, West Ham are top, 31 points, on goal difference from Manchester City, also on 31 points, but they have played 2 games more. I will point that out. Manchester United on 30 points are in 3rd. Leicester City are 4th. They're having a really good run. They've played 2 games more than everybody else on 28. Then come Arsenal on 27. Ourselves on 26, equal on points and goal difference with Liverpool, who are in 7th place. Then Chelsea. It goes Leeds, Bournemouth, Brighton, Southampton, Everton, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Norwich, Newcastle, Brentford, Fulham, Burnley and Blackburn are all in the drop zone as it currently stands. So that takes us into the World Cup break. We have, as I say, got some friendlies lined up. We'll be playing those and messing around whilst the World Cup is going on. What I will say is we will have a World Cup special. Look out for it. I don't know when it's going to be out. And a bit of a roundup of what FM simulates the World Cup might end up looking like as we go into it. So we'll do that as a extra special episode. So I'll let you know. If you're not already following me, follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. And that will let you know when that episode is coming out. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. It was a good episode. I enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. It keeps you up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as they are released. New episodes of Making Tottenham Hotspurs again are currently released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15. And if you want to keep up to date, you really need to be keeping up to date with what's happening on this channel and more. To follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. I'd like to thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. But before I go, I don't know if anybody gets this far in the videos. I don't think usually. But if you do, just let me know in the comments column. I was watching FM DNA. A big shout out to him. Yesterday evening when I went to bed, I was watching one of his videos about tactics, because he's got a little bit of thing. And FM DNA, I'm pinching your idea here. I promise you, I will drop you a special thanks. But I'm thinking of picking up some of the new tactics that are coming out on some of the websites, and doing a very similar thing to FM DNA. If you think that's a good idea, you'd like to see more of that from me, then please drop some comments below and let me know. And if you're watching FM DNA, let me know what you think. Is it all right if I mimic you? Because you've done a good job, man. Okay, that's it. I will see you for episode 26. It's out on Tuesday. If you're having a bank holiday weekend break, enjoy. Until next time, goodbye.